Diamond team news first of all.
Well, obviously Cluffy's come out of the game with a broken hand, so he'll be missing for 4 to 6 weeks, so that's not great news. But we've got guys like Matty English come back into tension to be selected this week, so Adam Wong's fit and up for selection. So at least we've got a little bit of depth in the front row department at the moment. So we trained pretty well today. We'll have a look at that vision, and we'll come up with a team tomorrow.
What about Leroy Dale Ferguson?
Nah, Fergie's still unsure about what's wrong with Fergie. He's still got symptoms, so he's seeing some kind of neurologist in the next little bit to find out what's actually happened to Ferg. But I wouldn't anticipate him being back anytime soon. I'd be lucky to see him again this year. So he's been through a pretty traumatic couple of weeks and had to rule a lot of things out, and he's still not quite right. So hopefully we can get some answers there in the next week or two.
Leroy?
Yeah, Leroy trained today, so we'll make a decision on him tomorrow. We'll see how he pulls up, see how he felt training in the 13 on 13 type of full contact session. So he looked okay at times. So we'll talk to him later on today and see what he thinks. And again, ultimately he'll decide whether he plays tomorrow, whether we select him tomorrow.
They're all big games, aren't they, between now and the end of the season? But how big is this one?
Oh yeah, look, it's critical. Like last week was the week before, so every week's a grand final for us now. We're disappointed last week that we waited until the game was over before we got ourselves into gear, and even then we nearly stole it. So a lot of things we're not getting right early in the game. It's a lot of had a look at a lot of stuff this week, a lot of vision. It comes down to individuals getting their job right, and we need that. We need to start getting that right this week. KR's a formidable team at KR. They've had a good win last week. They're going to be confident, so they're certainly going to see this as a game. They would have marked this game as a win game for them. There's no doubt about that. So they've got some key players playing well at the moment. Maguire's playing well. We're going to need to be on our game. There's no doubt about that.
Could the pressure be getting to the players, do you think?
We've got to deal with pressure. We've put ourselves in this predicament, so we've got to deal with it. We've got to find a way to play our best footy. It's as simple as that. If you can't deal with pressure in this game, you're in the wrong game. And we've got to deal with it. We've got to find a way to play well from the 0 minute, not the 60th minute or the 35th minute or the 20th minute against Salford. We've got to find a way to play well from the start and not give opposition teams legs up early in the game. So if we do that this week against KR, we'll get the same result. So we've got to fix it, and we've got to fix it this week.
When the heat was on last at Salford, the players responded. It's got to be a similar sort of spirit again, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, and we responded on the weekend too, but it took too long. It took for us to be 20 down with 20 minutes to go for us to start playing some footy and start defending how we train to defend and how we plan to defend. So, like I said to the guys this week, if we don't want to get it right now, I ask the question, when do we? So, there's plenty to play for, a lot of pressure comes with that, but we've got to deal with that, and we've got to play well no matter what.
How chuffed were you to see Ollie Wilson make the Knights?
Yeah, it's a good reward for Ollie, isn't it? I mean, he's had 2 games with us, so he's obviously made an impression with those that pick those sort of teams, and we know Ollie's going to be a fantastic front rower down the track, and he's shown a lot of promise in the first 2 games, and he stood up a couple of the French forwards last week, which was pleasing to see too. So there's plenty of fire in the belly with Ollie, and that's why the young guys are doing a good job for us at the moment, because there is fire in the belly and they want to perform week in, week out. So we just need the rest of the squad to find out as well.
You have 4 in the Knights, is that right?
Yeah.
Could you have had more, do you think?
Yeah, maybe, but we're not travelling well, are we? I mean, we're not as if we're flying high up the competition. We've battled on all year, so I think 4 is a fair achievement for a team that hasn't been really consistent this year at all. So I'm really happy for those 4 guys. Darnell, Cruz, Matty English as well. They've all had pretty decent years, to be honest. So I'm chuffed to see them make that squad.
And Jez seems to be a permanent fixture in the England elite squad now, doesn't he?
Yeah, we take that for granted, don't we, Jez? I mean, he's had his ups and downs this year with injury, so we just expect Jez to make that squad, don't we? So he's a pretty consistent performer for us.
You know Blake Austin very well, don't you? Were you surprised to see him in the England squad?
Well, form-based probably deserves to be there, but there's a lot of. I've been reading a lot of debates about whether he was eligible for selection or not. I'm not even too sure how he is eligible, but he obviously is, and he's made himself available. So the rules are the rules. He's obviously available to play, and obviously been deemed eligible to be selected. So fair play to Osto.
Has he never mentioned to you about his English heritage in the past?
No,
come up.
Not to me, has it? No, but I'm sure he's mentioned it to a lot of people over the last couple of weeks. No doubt.
Top man, thank you.
Do you think he'll fit the bill sort of thing? I mean, obviously there's a lot of decent English halfbacks around at the minute, but on form it probably is the best in Super League.
Well, if you look at Osto from an attacking point of view, he's fantastic attacking player, and to be honest, it looks like this year his D's improved out of sight as well. I mean, that was a little thing he had a few issues with in Australia. His D came under a lot of scrutiny and under a lot of criticism for his D. But I think obviously he's in a good system there at Warrington, and he's obviously learned how to defend properly and defend in the line and as a unit, and he's doing a pretty good job there. Osto, he's on top of the Man of Steel leaderboard, so there's not too many that could argue his selection.
Just with the Knights, with Adam O'Brien who missed out, despite I think he's obviously done well this season.
Yeah, OB's probably the one that could consider himself a little bit unlucky. He was in the squad last time, and I think him and Cruz have had pretty similar years, to be honest. I think they've both had their purple patches. They've both had some games where they probably could have been better, but I think they're two young, fantastic hookers, and OB's probably consider himself a bit unlucky. Yeah.
And just top fan on Fergie, I mean, how's he coping mentally with it all as well? Because obviously it's been a tremendous run.
Yeah, look, he's held up all right. I mean, early doors after the incident, he was a little bit concerned. Obviously, there was some concerns there that there was something serious amiss with Fergie, but that's all been ruled out now. So, like I said, he's seen a concussion expert and an eye expert, and they're not too sure yet what the problem is. So I think there's not too many neurologists in the country. I think they're in the process of getting him booked in to see a neurologist, and fingers crossed he'll make a full recovery.
7 games left, Simon. How many do you need to win to make sure you're safe?
7. No, I'm not too sure. I don't look at it from that point of view. Some people say you need to win half. Some people you need to win 3 or 4 or whatever. But I just need to make sure we win this week, and then we get a little rest with the Challenge Cup semi-final, and then we can get on with preparing to beat Leeds. So we do literally need to take it one week at a time, and so far so good this week with our preparation, and we just need to win week by week, and if we keep winning, we won't have to worry about how many we need to win, will we?
Cheers.
Thanks.